Welcome my friend. Today you will learn how to zoom around in Pro Tools fast and efficiently. I'll show you exactly what you need to focus on when it comes to getting around in your session fast. I'm Macro from Mixing with Macro and welcome to my channel. I'm a professional recording and mixing engineer and I've done recording and mixing for major record labels and many independent artists. And my goal is to help you streamline your recording and mixing process for fast and consistent results. That is why I want to give you a gift that will take your mixing from 0 to 100. Inside, I'm giving you all my plugin secrets, everything I use within my Pro Tools sessions to achieve an amazing mix in less than 30 minutes. It's a quick read and you can get through it in less than 10 minutes. It's right in the description down below. Check it out, absolutely free. Now I want to show you the only thing that you need to focus on when it comes to zooming in Pro Tools. Alright, I'm going to show you how to zoom around in Pro Tools. I'm going to show you how I do it very efficiently, the easy way to do it, and I'm going to show you some alternative ways to do it and take the ways that works best for you. Alright, so we have the beat, we have the vocals, right? These are all the vocals here, and we want to zoom around in Pro Tools. Okay, so here are some quick commands that I use to get around in Pro Tools. And to use these quick commands, you have to have keyboard focus enabled. All right, so you see this little AZ at the end. When it's grayed out, it means that every time you try to do a shortcut or something, it would not work. So you have to have it enabled. When you have it enabled and it's yellow like that, then this keyboard shortcuts you use are going to work. All right, so make sure you have the keyboard focus on. And that does it for the edit window. So let's start. My absolute favorite when it comes to zooming in Pro Tools is Control F. All right, and what does Control F do? Control F just puts you straight in on the audio. So let's just say I wanted to zoom in on this piece of audio here. I select it, I hit Control F, boom, it puts me right there up on the audio. These are only horizontal zoom that I'm showing you, and then I'm going to show you vertical zoom. Here is zoom on the horizontal plane. So if I wanted to zoom in on this entire piece of audio here, boom, Control F, I'm back in. If I wanted to zoom out, I hit R. Okay, now let's just say I zoom in on this piece of audio here, but I want to see the entire session. What you would then do is Command A, and Command A fits the entire session to your screen. All right, so you can see the beat, you can see all the vocals, and if you had more vocals, it would look even tinier to fit, and you'd see everything just populate down there. All right, these are horizontal zoom. Now, the simplest that everyone knows is R on your keyboard and T. R is to zoom out, T is to zoom in. And it pretty much zooms out and in on what you have selected. So if I have this selected, it zooms out. If I have nothing selected, it'll just zoom in on wherever my cursor is. So it'll just zoom in on that. All right, so wherever it is, R and T. Now there's alternative ways to zoom in. If you have a trackpad, you can just pinch it. Like, just imagine you're zooming in on a photo, and that's one way to do it on a trackpad if you do not have a mouse. And to zoom out, you just pinch on there, and that's how you can zoom like that. It's a recent feature from Pro Tools. It's very good because other DAWs have it. You could use zoom pretty cool like that. And if you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, you can hold Option, and then you can pretty much do the same thing with the scroll wheel when you hold Option like that. And again, it just zooms in on wherever you have focus selected. So if I have this selected, I'm going to zoom in on that. Boom. All right, but my favorite, instead of doing all these steps, is still to select where I want to zoom in on, and then Option F, and it just puts me right there. I want to zoom back out, Option A. Now there's another set of options that you can use to zoom out. So let's just say you didn't want to zoom out and see the entire session. Then there's different levels of zoom. So when you look at your numbers on top of your keyboard, when you hit 1, you get zoom like that. 2 is zoom in a little bit further. 3 zooms in a little bit further. So let's just say I zoom in on this piece of audio here. Let's say we're really tight, right? And we're looking at it, we're really tight, but I don't want to zoom out and see the entire session like that. But we're really tight, but I want to zoom out just a bit. I hit 3, I zoom out just like that. All right, because that is a good skill to have, simply because sometimes when you do the Option and the scroll wheel, you might overshoot it. So you just want to zoom out like to there, but you're so in the moment, you might zoom too much and then you just overshot, then you got to zoom back in and all that stuff. So I just hit 3, boom, it puts me where I need to be. 4 does the same thing. 2, 1, and A brings everything like that. All right, so that's zoom in on the horizontal plane. That's going in and out like that. Now there's the vertical plane where you can zoom like this. All right, this is where you have your track heights and all that stuff. You can do track heights. You can tell that you want large, mini, or you can hold option and then click and then tell it what you want, and it does it for all the tracks like that. All right, you could do it just like that. All right, so now for me, the shortcut is much more efficient. So the shortcut to zoom in and out is if you have the track selected, like you can see here on lead 1, and I just want to zoom this track vertically. All I do is hold control and hit directional key up, and it opens up the track for me, and down closes the track up if I wanted it. So let's just say I'm doing something here and I'm done. It's like, all right, I don't want to see this track anymore. Boom, I can go to the next track. All right, just like that. And that's a vertical. If you wanted to do all of the tracks vertically, like make them bigger or smaller at the same time, you do control option directional key up and down. So up opens up everything and down closes up everything like that. All right, very, very useful. Now, if you have everything zoomed in like this, let's just say it's pretty big like this, and you're working on your beat or wherever you're working on a piece of vocal here, and you want to fit everything just like how you can fit, let's just zoom in here, just like how you can fit the entire length of the beat within the window here, but you want to fit all the tracks within the window. I use control option command and I hit the up arrow, and it fits all my tracks in the window like this, just like that. So let's just say I have more tracks. Let's just open up our FX aux here. Let's see what it would look like when I hit control option command to fit all of my tracks in the window. Right, it makes it even smaller. All right, let's close this up, fit it all in the window, control option command, boom, just like that. Right, these are the useful shortcuts that I use. I don't use the zoom tool here. You could do the zoom mode if you want to. There's other zoom modes that you can use here. Yeah, there's one more zoom mode that we should cover, and it's to make the waveform bigger or smaller. So let's just say you wanted the waveform to be a little bit bigger like that. It's a zoom. When you look at it, you can zoom up on the waveform. Let's just zoom in on this. Let's just say the waveform was small like this, and then you zoom out and you can't really see much. Even if you make it bigger, it's like you can't really tell the differences in between the levels within this piece of audio here. So if we zoom out on the waveform and make it bigger, now you could see there's peaks, there's valleys, you could see there's in-betweens, you could see the nuances in between the vocal here. So to do that, it's option shift, you hold option shift, and then you use your scroll wheel to zoom in and out like that. All right, so that's a pretty good way of zooming around in Pro Tools. You could use these tools to always find where you are in your session, so you never get lost in your session. That's the biggest thing, is to always know where you are when you're in your session and how to get around your session very, very quickly. And these are the essential tools that I use. Write them down, practice them, and use the ones that fit for you and work for you. Focus on these tools when it comes to zooming in Pro Tools, and you will have no doubt in your mind as to where you need to be and how to get there. So go ahead and implement it inside of your workflow today, and be sure to grab the cheat sheet down below. Again, it's my gift to you that will make your mixes sound amazing. See you in the next video.